आयुधानामहं वज्रं धेनूनामस्मि कामधुक् प्रजनश्चास्मि कन्दर्पः सर्पाणामस्मि वासुकिः.
Of weapons, I am Vajra, thunderbolt. I am Kamadhuk among cows. I am Kandarpa among progenitors. And of serpents, I am Vasuki. Vajra, thunderbolt, was Indra's weapon. And it was like a nuclear weapon, unfailing effect. It was like a guided missile, never failed to hit the target. But the interesting thing is that it was made from the sage Dadhichi's bones, which means tapas. You gain weaponry, you gain power when you put in hard work and tapas. And that is the thing that Indra had. Kamadhuk or Kamadhenu was a celestial cow, one of the products that came out of this churning, manthan, Amrit Manthan. The interesting thing is, the Kamadhenu had one unique property, and that is, when anybody went to Kamadhenu and expressed any desire, any wish, Kamadhenu would say, Tathastu, your desire would be fulfilled. Right? So now don't ask me for Kamadhenu's address. I'll tell you how to get to Kamadhenu though. The third chapter of the Gita says, Sahayajna prajasruštva purovacha prajapatihi, we referred to it earlier, anena prasavishyadvam eshavostvishta kamadho. So what it means is, when Prajapati, creator, created the human being, we were created along with the capacity to sacrifice. And he says, may this be the Kamadhenu of all your desires. Means, through sacrifice, all your desires will be fulfilled. Which means what? The way we are going, chasing after desires, your desires will never get fulfilled. So you're barking up the wrong tree, in other words. What must you do? Set aside the desires. We all have desires. All of us are full of greed. All of us want the good things of life. But how do you get it? How do you achieve it is the question. Set aside your desire and dedicate your life, dedicate your actions, dedicate your life's activities to something beyond your selfish, self-centered interests. And by God, your desires will get fulfilled. If you don't believe me, try it. Fake it. Even if you pretend you don't want, it'll work. Go home this evening, even if you are ravenously hungry, say, I don't think I'm hungry, I'll skip dinner today. See what happens. Your family members will say, Hare, what do you mean you don't want to eat? Come sit, they'll serve you. You'll get more than what anybody else has. On an aircraft, at least so far in India, even if you take a 1-hour flight, you get a meal on the flight. And people eat not because they're hungry, because they're bored. So, on the flight, everyone accepts the meal. Suppose you say, no thank you. What will happen? They won't say, oh great, well, let's go to the next person. Say, you don't want food? Then what can we offer you? So they'll offer you Pepsi, they'll offer you cake, they'll offer you, if it hadn't been law, they would have offered you a glass of wine also. But they're not allowed to. They'll offer you things that are not given to any other passenger. This is it. So have the power to say no to desire. Just set aside desire and see what wonderful things happen. Try it out. I am Kandarpa. Among the progenitors, I am Kandarpa. Kandarpa is Kamadeva, Cupid, the god of love. And he presents this so beautifully. You know, in Vedanta, nothing is considered sinful. So Kamadeva is also considered divine. And that is why even in temples you see erotic sculptures. How can anything that was made from Atman, made from Brahman, ever be sinful? So Even this was deified, sanctified, consecrated. Of single-headed serpents, I am Vasuki. Vasuki was a great devotee of God and had the capacity to be used as the thing that went around Manthara for the churning. Also, Vasuki made Shiva's ring. So, when Vasuki was used for churning, it represents the macrocosm. When Vasuki is used as Shiva's ring small, it represents the microcosm. Brahman is all pervading. 29.